Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL India Masters Premiership, the winter season. It is the final season, and we are well underway with Phase 1. Today's game is going to be Eternal Esports versus Excellence of Execution on Inferno. Now, it's a bit curious as to why Inferno was let through, because it is Eternal's, well, one of their strongest maps, to be putting it very timidly. And Ribby spotting out a player towards T-Ramp. It's a very passive hold coming out from... Oh, okay. Someone seems to have lagged out. There we go. Match has been paused. Let's just see. Someone seems to be suffering from internet issues over towards Eternal, I think. And as soon as it's sorted out, we're going to get back live with the game. So as I was saying, EXE, now letting through Inferno, they must have a plan, because this is Eternal's strongest map, in my opinion. This, along with Overpass, they're fairly strong on this. Only 2ESE Gaming were able to give them a strong fight. Now, this is not including Nasser, because Nasser is a tier above, a cut above the rest of the Indian teams. But 2ESE Gaming has been the only Indian team thus far to be able to give Eternal Esports a run for their money on Inferno. But as production is telling me, or Adi, our esteemed analyst, he's telling me that Train is their best map. Now, I didn't say that Inferno is their best map. I said it is one of their best maps, because let's be honest, Eternal are the only team in the country with a semblance of a map pool wherein they play more than one map. So yeah, Inferno being one of their better maps. And obviously their insta bans, I think their perma ban is cash, and they have been struggling on Mirage of late. So they might want to revisit Mirage, because it used to be one of their stronger maps as well in the previous phases when they were playing under the moniker of Entity. But then it actually, considering the fact that no other team could just match them on sheer firepower on Mirage, was why they were eking out the maps time and time again. It had nothing to do with strats or setups. It just came down to sheer raw firepower. I do apologize if my voice sounds a bit weird. I am horrifically ill. I have a very bad cold. I've been coughing like a TB patient for the past 2 days. And yeah, we do see Eternal timing out one at a time. They are not playing from, what I've been told, they are not playing from their boot camp, and they're playing from their homes as of now, and not everybody has good internet connections at the places where they reside, which is why we see the frequent disconnect. And yeah, so Inferno. Now, a lot of people have started to think that Inferno is a predominantly CT-sided map, just like it was in the previous meta. I don't think so. It has more. I've been saying this I've said this quite a few times before as well. It has more to do with keeping your opponent's economy under check than just a pure CT or T-sided map. If on the T side you've got a foothold on your opponent's economy and you never let it build, then you can easily get 9 to 10 rounds on the T side as well. Yes, if you're facing off against a team that is relatively novice or doesn't really know what they're doing and doesn't have good defaults, good executes, good setups on the T side, then yes, it is a predominantly CT-sided map. But then that can be said for any map in the game. If your T sides aren't good and if your communications aren't on point. So yeah, still waiting. A player from EXE also seemed to have timed out. They're back. There was Skywalker. And we're waiting for Ace to join back over towards Eternal. But I'm rather glad to see the emergence of 2ESE Gaming from nowhere. They just came out like a bat out of hell and have been an absolute phenomenon in the Indian CSGO scene. They were the finalists at the Hyderabad LAN that recently got concluded the last month, or last month, beginning of the last month, and they've not looked back since. They've been playing exceptionally well trouncing one opponent after the other. And it's just basic Counter Strike that they play. They have very good firepower in the likes of Tito Savage, Pokey, Rexy, Recoil Master. All of them are just Shinchan even can like shines when leadership and responsibility is thrust onto his shoulders. But apart from that, they play the basics very, very well. They have this immaculate trade game setup wherein if one falls, there's always a teammate in the vicinity to trade for them instantaneously. And that is what's been throwing off a lot of Indian teams, and they haven't been able to cope with the basic trade game coupled with the astounding firepower that they bring to the table. And I'm really glad to see that 2EZ Gaming are going from strength to strength. It's needed. It's always needed for a team to rise up from the ashes and just to throw in a curveball in the scene. It keeps the scene fresh, seeing new players rise and do well. So I'm just glad to see 2EZ, getting the prominence and the fame and the fan following that they deserve. They've really earned our respect and just completely and utterly shut down every opponent that they faced so far. And there we go, even more internet issues plaguing Indian Counter-Strike as always. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, BSNL is a horrible ISP, and you should invest in anything better. Well, I hope these players join back soon because, okay, let's talk about Inferno. I really like this map. I won't lie. Inferno is one of my favorite maps to play and cast on. I feel it's very balanced, and I feel that, it's the way they've gone about redesigning this map, closing the skybox so you can no longer smoke over from arches towards banana. It offers a lot more depth in terms of strategy on the CT side and allows Ts to actually go for that mid-round banana control. Otherwise, you'd have smokes just constantly being poured until there's just 20 seconds left on the clock, and more or less you were choked towards mid and alt mid in the old iteration of Inferno. With the closing of the skyboxes and the broadening of the alleyways and the hallways, it affords a lot more dynamism on the T side as well as the CT side, and calls for much better plays and much better strats on both the sides. Now, the role of the rotator is even more important because you cannot be assured of a smoke going down. And the fact that the meta has shifted from the fact that players no longer treat smokes like brick walls, and they've actually started to push with a pop flash. It's called for a lot more dynamic plays, and the player playing the rotator has to be a lot more vigilant. The players playing the A and the B bomb side have to be a lot more on point with their comms. It's just elevated the skill ceiling ever so slightly, and is giving us some brilliant games on this map. And I, for one, am in love with the new Inferno. I hope the new Dust 2 also comes into the active duty pool, and they take away Cobblestone, which I don't like that map at all. And I hope they remove Cobblestone from the active duty pool and rework it a little bit to make it a bit more balanced. Right now, it's just so T-sided, it's not even funny. And yeah, I've played quite a bit on the new Dust 2, and the thing is, they've not really changed it that dynamically, that drastically. It's still the same map. They've just, the major changes have been towards A long, as in it's a lot easier for the CTs to hold A long with certain specific setups, especially the new car area. You can have 3A, not contest long, and just post up 3A, one playing from the site, one playing from CT, and one playing from car, and have an airtight crossfire setup over there. And Dust 2 has always been more about the pick and play style rather than just sheer dry executes, because let's be honest, Dust 2 is a played out map and everybody knows, the strats and what you can do. There's just mid to B, A take, A pincer or B pincer. And there's just variants to these strategies on Dust 2. However, with the opening up of long and, just generally removal of the fog on that map, it has a lot more longer lines of sights, which actually gives CTs a shade bit of an advantage. Double door is still as painful as always. Like, If you're going to cross without a nade or a smoke, just be prepared to get taken down by a high-level AWPer, or at least tagged. It is still as infuriating as ever, but it is the most iconic part of that map. So I doubt Valve would have been too confident to dabble too many changes in that area. But it is what it is, and for all intents and purposes, it is an improvement over the previous Dust 2, in my opinion. And I really enjoy playing on it, but not as much as new Inferno. Inferno is Bay, Inferno is love, Inferno is life. But yeah, we'll be cutting to a quick break because it seems like there's still a little while till the final player joins. So we'll be back in a very short time as soon as the game goes underway. Don't go anywhere, folks. Stay tuned and we'll be right back. Well, it seems all 10 players are in the server and we can finally go live with this game. Eternal versus EXE on Inferno. So, well, we've had a lot of downtime just even before the match gets started, and now we can get underway. Ace taking one for the team, getting the kit and 2 flashbangs. On the flip side, it is going to be Smoker who's going to be running utility for the T's. 3-man presence towards Banana early on. That's a nice flash to allow his teammates to peek. And it is going to be A-Star and ExE facing towards Banana. But no one's really peeking from EXE. They're wary of the early nade, even in the pistol round. And we have another timeout. Okay. Well. Let's just say that never ever invest in BSNL because it seems Hunter has timed out, and my god, this is proving to take. We haven't even had the first round and we've had what, 10 minutes of downtime. This is getting a bit comical, to say the least. But yeah, it is what it is. Internet has been one of the biggest drawbacks and hindrances to the advancements of esports in the country. Like, it is one of the most essential things for esports to thrive is stable and good internet, which is what most people in the country are deprived of. And like, think about it, Eternal are a team exclusively from Mumbai, and if they have such triggering network issues, imagine what people from tier 2 cities, like, tier 2 or tier 3 cities even, would have to face in terms of poor network connection. But all right, Teams Hunter is back and we will be going live very, very soon. Hopefully this time, no one lags out and we can have a full proper pistol round without any more breaks. Right, I like the previous time. It's going to be Ace with the kit and the 2 flashbangs, Smoker, the utility man. Everyone else, armor pistols across the board. That's a really nice pop flash, by the way. You should learn it for those wanting to aggress Banana in the pistol round. Mercy getting spotted out. ExE taking 10 points of damage, but it's a double peek. Ek needs to be careful here, Mercy. And we do have A-Star trying to peek towards mid. Hunter and ExE manning the fort towards Banana, where 4 players have bunched up towards teammate, and it looks like it is going to be a Banana hit, and they should fall back. ExE in the meantime does pick up 1 kill, and he's going to stay here for more. Oh, jumping headshot. What was that from Skywalker? Channeling his inner Kobe Bryant, but there we go. The B bomb site more or less bereft. A-Star has rotated over. He's going to take a lot of shots and completely clotheslines Foxf. He's going to try to make his way towards safety, and Skywalker will fall as well. It's down to a 3v2. The bomb has gone down, but Ace with the kit is still alive and kicking. The rotation is coming in from Ribby, from Banana, and Ace might have timed out because he's just stuck in Speedway or towards Arches. So for all intents and purposes, it's going to be a 2v2, but Mercy gets one, but A-Star cleans out the pack. A juicy little 4K for him to clutch out the pistol round, and there's enough time on the bomb timer to stick the 10-second defuse. All right, A-Star pulling out all the stops, 4K on the pistol round, and yeah, as expected, it was Ace who had timed out, but yeah, A-Star going huge in that pistol round. And no pause coming in. All right, okay. Ace seems to have made it in time. And we're going to have a complete full eco from EXE because they did get the bomb down. Just Mercy picking up armor and a P250. Everyone else, more or less, well, we have 3 P250s on the board and 2 Glocks. So they're going to go for the proper buy in the next round. Maybe try and get the bomb down, which is why you see this heavy population towards the side halls here, because they might just want to try the fountain strat towards the A bomb site and just brute force their way into the bomb site and get the bomb down. It is 3 UMPs, 1 from us and 1 M4 onto A-Star. And there we go. Ribby spots out 3 players just streaming out, and Hunter getting overrun way too quickly. But look at A-Star, a 3K already, another 4K. He's just padding his stats right now. He's smurfing. Then he's on 8 kills after 2 rounds. But now the buy will come out from EXE, at least the armor, AK-47s, and a little smattering of utility here and there. So, and it looks like Eternal are still sticking with the UMPs, but they're going for a very heavy investment in the utility. Might get overrun with the AK-47s being so prevalent on the opponent team. However, EXE didn't get the bomb down, so if Eternal can see this round through, they will be in a very comfortable economic position to take it to 4-0. And Ribby playing aggro towards mid. They don't have that much utility, EXE. They need to be careful. They need to be very measured with how they use their nades. And the B bomb site, there is 1 rifle that is on ExE. But Ace going to be the first line of contact. Not that much damage being dished out by that early nade that ExE threw out. But they still have 1 Molotov over towards the B bomb site, which is on Ace. And if he times it well, it could do a lot of damage on the players streaming in. But so far, EXE are just setting up their default. They're still spread out all across the map, getting map control. And Eternal playing slightly on the back foot, slightly passive. They should be holding tighter angles because these UMPs are still exceptionally deadly at the close quarters. And there we see Hunter just emptying a clip, trying to spam the window, which is spammable, by the way, for those of you who didn't know. They start again from pit. And see, the bomb is still dropped by Banana and there's 40 seconds left. So EXE should actually start getting a move on. There's still a decent amount of utility left on Eternal. They have 5 flashbangs, 1 Molotov still remaining, and Ace finally chucks down that Molotov, buys his team good 7 seconds of breathing room. And ExE is going to be the first line of contact. Oh, that flashbang. Double flash and good flashes. And there we go. Ace does pick up 1, but now it's just ExE. He's getting spotted out. Smoker. Gonna push him and he's gonna go down. 4 versus 3 retake. Can this be done by Eternal? We do see Hunter on the long rotation and Ribby loses his head. way too quickly. Now it's all down to A-Star, the only player with the rifle to make something off this round. The players are fairly low. Oh my god, Mercy is just wrecking face left, right, and center. And Hunter's going to give up on this retake. 4 versus 1 retake on the B bomb site. Highly difficult ordeal. So he's just going to set up for exits and maybe find a couple of kills, a couple of stray kills if they do come his way. And it does look like he might just find a couple of players. Foxf is extremely low. He's on 15 HP, and Foxf, if he leads the roost, could give up an easy kill. Yes, he does. There's one. Hunter is getting spammed, almost lines them up and gets 2 kills. But all he'll manage is that 1 kill. Unfortunately, that means Eternal's money is looking very dicey. Okay, A-Star out with the AWP, Ace with the rifle, Ribby with the rifle, but Hunter will have to make do with just the armor. CZ and ExE might just want to pick up armor, ump, and a little bit of utility. No head armor, in my opinion, because, okay, he will pick up the head armor. Not wise, because you know you're going up against 5 AK-47, so why waste money? Instead, put that extra 350 in a kit, maybe. And A-Star opening things up. First pick onto Smoka. No damage taken, but Hunter immediately falls towards side halls. A bit ill-advised for him to aggress out when they've gotten the man advantage. But it's a 3-man stack towards Banana, and I'm not sure whether EXE will be ready for it. It does look like they're favoring Banana control early on. Ace has rotated over to his library. Just going to be ExE and Ribby to hold down the fort towards the B-bomb site. Ribby throws down the smoke. He's getting naded and more smoked and flashed. But there's still a 2-man hold, and I don't think EXE are in any hurry to go for this brute force B-bomb site take. They can actually use the remaining utility to do a very fancy wraparound strat over towards the B-bomb site, where they smoke off deep CT, wrap around a smoke wall towards front of site, and then wrap around from construction to overwhelm the defense. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Mercy slowly but surely inching his way up towards the B-bomb site, clearing out one angle at a time. I think ExE's head got spotted out, and Mercy's going to push the smoke. ExE needs to be careful. In the meantime, Maddie finds Ace, but A-Star with the trade, and the B hit is going to come in full earnest. And oh, almost Mercy kills Foxf as well. Mercy so very low. ExE picking up 2 easy kills and is going to clutch the round for Eternal, and EXE getting reset quite immediately. And they don't really have the money to go for this buy. 3-4 players languishing in economic hell. Only Mercy with any semblance of economy. And Eternal should be moving on to 4-1 pretty comfortably. Right, A-Star with the AWP yet again. A lot of presence towards alt mid, and they should be hearing this. A-Star needs to be careful. Gets the first kill, should fall back. Can get overrun by the pistols, and that's exactly what happens. But there is support over from Ribby with Daddy's little trust fund gun, the MP9. And there's Hunter on the flank, and Ribby just cleans out shop. Recovers the AWP as well. 4 kills for Ribby there. He just made some serious bank in that previous round. And now EXE will be coming out with the buy, but it's going to be a very neutered buy in terms of the utility. Like, you can already see Skywalker down to $0, just the armor, the AK-47. Fox have 1 smoke, 1 flashbang. Mercy, just the 1 smoke and smoke nothing. They have no utility. This is going to be a really difficult time for EXE to actually make their way into the bomb site. If they're going to go on aim duels against the likes of Eternal, they've got another thing coming. And look at that. Heavy presence towards the B-bomb side. Mercy getting spotted out. ExE deciding against the aggression, then re-peeks out just a little while later, gets the kill, no trade coming in. And Hunter going to aggress out that deep smoke down. Upgrades to the AK-47. Easy upgrade, but A-Star needs to be careful. There's no one watching his back, and there's a player right around the corner, that's Smoka, on the edge of the smoke. And A-Star realizing perfect timing from him. Will throw down the Molotov to buy himself an escape route. And we will see Hunter rotate from the B to the A bomb site. A-Star manning Boiler like a hawk. And look at this. They're just choking out EXE with just allowing them no map control whatsoever. They're all bunched up in apartments. They have, oh, Skywalker, accidental left click there. That should give A-Star the indication as to where the teams are going to be coming from. Needs to just focus on Boiler. He does have Hunter marking his mid for him. And oh, nice flashbang. Spots out Maddie Hunter. Wild spray down. Unable to connect with it, but he's going to re-peek out again. Gets one. Almost gets two. But A-Star now focusing over towards Archers. Getting flashed. Needs to be careful. Re-peeks out. Doesn't spot out the player. Flicks. But in the meantime, Ribby has fallen to Smoker. And A-Star does go down. It's a 2v2 retake situation. ExE does have bomb control. Ribby finds Smoker. Ace finds Smoker. And Ace finds Maddie. And that is just clinical from Eternal. Yes, they do lose 3 players. But at this point, given EXE's economic condition and the fact that Ace landed 2 kills with a UMP, they're doing very well. 5-1 is the score. And Eternal are just in full cruise control. And again, I do apologize for the way I sound. If I sound a bit nasally or, tired, it's because I'm very, very ill. But, I love CSGO, and A-Star missing the flick. But again, he's going to get overrun by the pistols. He really needs to reevaluate the way he's been approaching it. But bomb down, bomb control. They have an op, but that's what can they do? Ribby does get taken down by the P250s. They're not going to check. Boiler and Hunter completely whiffs that. Needs to be careful. They've relinquished 2 rifles. Ace burning 1 player in the meantime. Oh, FoxF with the AWP is not taking any prisoners, and Eternal making a meal of a very simple round. A-Star, again, not a big fan of the way he's been playing mid all alone against pistols, that too, with the AWP. Take the longer angles, take the range advantage, use it. FoxF, in the meantime, in the pit with the AWP, doesn't have armor, but he has the zoom banger, doesn't really need armor, and with the reduced aim punch, they can actually do some serious damage. There we go, Molotov a pit, nice, but FoxF will get the kill. Now it's Ace in a 1v1 op for him, but it's not planted for him. It's planted in Moto, and Ace is just showing he's got balls of steel, ladies and gentlemen, and ice in his veins. He's just gonna not skip leg day, squat up and down, and gets the defuse in. But now EXE will have a full proper buy, and the fact that Eternal lose all members, they're gonna completely empty their bank. And that means if EXE pick up this round, they can actually force Eternal on the eco in the next round. That is why you don't skip leg day, what Ace did in that previous round. Just squats for days and gets the kills and gets the defuse as well. God tier clutch. God tier clutch from Ace. A-Star pushing apartments. Ribby. Oh, the banana aggression paying off. ExE with the early kill. And they fall back. Just good all-round CS coming out from Eternal. They aggress, find a peak, fall back. And now ExE marking that off. Angle spots out Maddie. Oh, tags him down to 14 points of health. Cheeky little headshot he landed there. But A-Star now under apartments. He's going to be facing a lot of opposition very soon. At least Skywalker is right on the edge. But A-Star, I don't think he realizes how close Skywalker is. His mid is covered, so there's no need. Skywalker can be on the early flank. But A-Star... Oh, what? Why is Ribby... What is Ribby doing? I think Ribby is a bit strung out on the happy juice a little bit too much. He just shot his own teammate down to 79 points of health. A-Star. This lack of communication, that's all this is. Just complete and utter failure of communication coming in from Eternal. Not really giving proper calls, and they're getting overwhelmed, but Ace picks up 2 quick kills, and Maddie is so very low, and the rotation is going to come in. It's a 2v4, 2v3 retake. There are 2 kits still, one on ExE, one on Ace. They needn't be worried. And the post plants are pretty dire, and Fox have already been taken down to 12 HP. That Molotov is going to force him off or burn him alive, either one of the two. They're going to get bunched up, and there we go. Ace gets 1, but there's the trade coming in. But Maddie is so very low that he's going to go down to ExE, no problem. Kits there on ExE. He's going to stick the defuse, and EXE. They do have max loss bonus and a lot of money. In fact, their money is better than Eternals right now. So they can buy into this round, no problem. And Eternal 7-1. EXE I mean, they're getting onto the bomb sites, but unfortunately, they're not being able to hold down the post plants very well, and they're losing time and time again to either Ace or A-Star, just pulling off god tier retakes. This looks like it's going to be a fast play towards the B bomb site. Nade's going to go sailing in and quite harmless. And in the meantime, A-Star falls to FoxF. I think A-Star, it's high time you pass that op on to Hunter, who seems to have timed out. But since the first kill has gone down, it's not going to be a restore, unfortunately. And Ace spamming a few shots through the smoke. Does land a little bit of damage onto Maddie. And he's going to come re-peeking out. But Skywalker, doesn't spot it out. And falls back. And it looks like it's going to be a B hit. Flashbang out. It's going to be a good flashbang. They're going to fall back. And ExE is going to throw down the Molotov just to delay the push even further. But they're going to smoke it off and push regardless. And Ace going to get one. Brings it down to a 4v3. And ExE in the meantime gets another. Ace and ExE have just set up a decent crossfire onto the B bomb set. But Mercy just going to eviscerate ExE's face. And that's going to prompt Ace to give up the site and play on the retake. FoxF in the meantime. One scoping at the worst possible time. And he's going to go down. Like I said, they're getting onto the bomb sites, but their holds have been absolutely atrocious. Ribby in the meantime gets one kill. It's all down to Maddie in a 1v2. They should just play this together. Not give him the 1v1s. And, okay. They don't seem to be aware of the fact. And the knife comes out and Maddie gets himself some style points and Ace. The edge of the smoke, not really realizing that the player can be construction. They're just getting trounced. And with that, EXE put the second round on the board. And Eternal's money is broken. They should eco this. No one apart from Hunter can buy into this round. And I generally tend not to address chat because, well, why should I? But Arun, I'm pretty sure that whatever, third-class cyber cafe you go to with your 4 friends and you think you have a decent clan, any one of these teams could beat you with their eyes closed any day of the week. And Hunter with the force, but not really a big fan of this buy coming in from Eternal. But, I mean, they've made these work in the past, so who am I to judge, right? I'm just a caster. Just the one player, that's Hunter over towards the B bomb site, and there's 3 players. And A-Star in the meantime opening things up with a nice 1D going to FoxF. But the brunt of the action will be faced by Hunter over towards the B bomb site. And Hunter needs to hold down the fort rather strongly. Gets one kill, spots out Maddie, gets another as well. He's done his job and he's gonna get one better, gets a third. Can he get the fourth? Yes, he can. Hunter with the one rifle on the team, just completely and utterly shutting down EXE, and they get immediately reset. And wow, Eternal, they're called the best team in the country for a reason. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that reason. All right, Eco rush B, it seems. And Ribby, it's the opening kill. He's pushed up mid. He's just laying down the spray down, and then A-Star and Foxy, which is going to go and mop up the rest of the kills. FoxF going to get spotted out. Hunter and Ribby are just on his case, and he's going to get his face smashed in. 2 casualties. They could have not lost these 2 rifles, but yeah, I mean, they get the round. A-Star with the AWP yet again. I'm curious to see A-Star pick up the AWP once again, because Hunter has been such a revelation with the big green gun, and he's been so on point and so consistent as an opper for Eternal. Curious to see A-Star pick up the op round after round, but he's also a pretty competent opper. He's a very good aimer, so I mean, as long as it works out for them. And this is going to be a force buy coming out from them. And A-Star holding an aggressive angle, gets the opening pick, falls back to safety. And Ribby in the meantime finds Maddie. The aggression of Banana just paying dividends round after round. All right, aggression up apartments. Mercy getting really put down low. And look at that. The B push just gets mowed down by Skywalker. 2 kills back to back. And that's the B bomb site ripe for the taking. And in the blink of an eye, what was a man advantage has now been turned on its head. And now man advantage for EXE. 3v2. And it doesn't look like they'll go for the retake, or will they? Because bomb's still in mid. I mean, and Mercy is frightfully low. Hunter can get the bomb down and throw a spanner in the works if he just times it correctly. All right, now it's all down to Hunter again. 1v3. They should hear him coming up from Banana. And FoxF marking that angle, and Hunter, even before he's, able to rattle off a shot with that AK-47, he gets put down by FoxF, and EXE immediately strike back. But Eternal, true to their nature, they are going to be forcing into this round. There's 2 players who can actually buy rifles. So, I mean, given previous trends, they might just force it up. Or, yeah, there we go. The force does come in. And op out onto Ribby. So this is the thing with Eternal. Like, they have 5 people who can actually wield the op with some decent proficiency. Ribby being, in my opinion, their least proficient opper, but I think he did have the spawn. So they opted that he go for the AWP. But I'd rather, in my order of preference for oppers would be Hunter, A-Star, ExE occupying the 2nd spot, then Ace, and then Ribby. All right, okay, A-Star, calm down. And ExE getting the kill, bomb down as well. Ace might just be tempted to go pick up the AK-47. Oh, doesn't manage to do so. And Ace is just going to push that Molotov. No fear, YOLO. Counter-Strike coming out from Eternal Esports right about now. They're just not giving EXE any respect. They're just brute forcing their way into rounds. And FoxF does pick up A-Star. And look at this. There's a flank coming in. They just leaked from CT spawn and Maddie Wow. Unless they hear it. But Maddie Wow is being patient. He's plastered his finger to the shift button and is walking up slowly but surely. And I don't think anybody's marking the flank for Eternal. This could get hairy. And there we go. It's down to a 1v4. And finally realize and Ribby with the AWP quick scoping in and getting the final kill. 10 rounds on the board for Eternal, and EXE again staring down the barrels of an eco, or what might just prove to be a force buy. But this is the penultimate round of the half. If they force buy here, they're going to have absolutely nothing going into the final round. And Hunter aggressing towards alt mid. Needs to be careful. He's been punished for his aggression in apartments time and time again. And ExE already taking a lot of damage. He's down to 58 points of health. But Ribby will open things up. Gets the first kill onto Mercy. Ribby trying to bait out a shot, but I think, oh, A-Star with the ultimate insult weapon. The XM. The auto sniper. And Ribby picks up a second for the round. FoxF biting the dust. Oh, Ace. Juicy one tap. What a juicy one tap. And Maddie Wow just holding the line. He's the last player surviving with the P250. Not much he can do here. ExE is going to come peeking around the corner and just decapitates him. That 5.56 round went through Maddie Wow's face like a hot knife through butter. And final round of the half. And I mean, so far we've just been seeing individual brilliance of Eternal shining through. And okay, A-Star. And that was not brilliant. That was actually kind of stupid. And they've given up the A-bomb side. They're going to have to play retake over towards the A-bomb side. Oh my god. Where is the comms? Where are the comms? Have they all become mute? Ace does get the man advantage back, but he's down to 1 HP. He's effectively dead. And Ribby, now they have to retake over towards the A bomb site. And it's just completely baffling, this setup. And triggering as well. There we go. ExE falls to FoxF. And Ribby dies as well. Hunter seems to have timed out. Ace with 1 HP will go down. And Hunter, counting the moments till he just disappears from this map, he seems to have timed out. There we go. EXE finally do pick up the final round of the first half. And the score is 11-4 in favor of Eternal. And on the switch, EXE have a mountain to climb, and they need to take it one round at a time. There's no need to force the issue. All they need to do is pick up the pistol round and build from that point onwards. However, quick disclaimer, Eternal, at least when they were playing as Entity and from their boot camp, they were very good on the T side. They were very, very good on the T side. And they do show some tremendous team play. Finally, Hunter has joined the server. And we will be going live with the second pistol round. Eternal 11, EXE 4. And hopefully we see more team play coming out from Eternal on their T side. They were very good. They actually took Nasser back then in the first ever game of 2017's ESL Masters Premiership. They played against Nasser, or back then they were known as Risky, and they took them to overtime, and that was based off of a very good T-half. And A-Star just holding the line with the Glock, but Maddie Wow will take him down. And that's the early man advantage that EXE were looking for. They're going to fall back and just rest on their laurels. In the meantime, Ace seems to have timed out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Every round. Oh no, Ace is still in the game. What? I mean, he's pressing F. He's specking his knife. There we go. Ace is back. Welcome back, Ace. What just what's happening? I'm kind of lost right now as to what is actually happening. Okay, everyone seems to be back in the server. Everyone seems to be back alive. In the meantime, Hunter going to be peeking out towards mid. Needs to be careful. There is a very heavy stack towards the A bomb site, and Hunter is slowly but surely making his way. FoxF, the immediate trade though. Hunter. Actually, FoxF finds 2. Hunter going down along with Ribby. That leaves it in a 2v4. And Ace. And down goes ExE. Ace in a 1v4. FoxF very low though, 2 HP. And doesn't matter, Smoker is going to smoke Ace off the server. And with that, EXE pick up the much needed pistol round. And from this point forward, they can actually build. Eternal will be force buying because, let's be honest, this is Indian Counter-Strike. We've never really learned the term eco. So it's going to be a force buy. And so far, Eternal really need to pull up their socks. Their comms have looked atrocious. Like non-existent almost. That nade's not going to really do much. And all the nades just go sailing harmlessly past the players. They've just chucked 2 decoys down mid, trying to draw out the rotation. But I like what EXE are doing. It's a very old school strat that they're bringing to the table. So they're going to chuck a lot of nades down banana and then just rotate all the way towards the A bomb site and stack it. But this time it might not pay dividends because A-Star gets the opening pick onto Maddie, not taking much damage either in return. And the B bomb site, well, it's kind of bereft, but 2 players have rotated in. Mercy manning the fort. A-Star does have the ump to work with, but they are rotating back to the A bomb site, just leaving A-Star here for good measure with the CZ. Does he not realize he has the ump? There we go. I think he'll finally pick out the ump. is the right call in my opinion. Fox F playing from apartments and Smoker playing from arch side. He's going to get spotted out. The flashbang does blind one player. Fox F in pit getting picked apart, just completely riddled with bullets by A-Star. And they know where Smoker is, and he's not going to be able to do anything. And now it's a 2v5 retake on the A bomb side. Post plants are decent. And okay, then Skywalker is going to spot out one player crossing over to pit. But Eternal, they've done it before. They do it again. They pick up an anti-eco, and Skywalker and Mercy are just going to save. But yeah, this is why Indian teams insist on forcing it up. And actually, they're on the T side, so it is a much more forgiving economy on the T side, so you can force it up. But the fact of the matter is, when you're playing up against, better teams and more dangerous teams, and Ace times out and dies, A-Star just dies to Mercy at the end of it. But, such is life. I think Ace has timed out. I'm not really sure. Not really sure at all what is going on right now with the internet. All right, Fox F, ill-advised aggression, does get taken down. ExE needs to be careful. There's 4 players over towards Banana. He's going to come pushing in, and Skywalker with the early kill. And that nade's going to go sailing in, though, and does a ton of damage. But Hunter finds, Ace and Hunter finds 2 other players. And it's a 3v2 in the blink of an eye. But Hunter is on 3 HP. They should just be moving in towards the A bomb site and securing it. All right. Mercy having recovered the AK-47. I don't think they'll be interested in going for the retake at this point. They might just want to save. But given the fact that Hunter is so very low, they might want to set up for some exits. But again, Eternal, decent post plants. Hunter, on his last breath, he is hemorrhaging internally. And A-Star just rattles off a few warning shots. Molotov going down. And yeah, they're just setting up for exits. They're not really interested in going for the retake. It's going to be very difficult to go for this retake because it's a 2v3. They don't have a kit. They've already wasted so much time. So might as well hedge your bets, go for the exits, and see what can be done. Ribby and A-Star should survive this. There we go. Barely, but oh, well, Ribby doesn't. Oh, sorry, A-Star doesn't. Ribby does. And with that, Eternal moving to 13 rounds, EXE on 5, and well, EXE did pick up the pistol round, but then they dropped the ball in the following round, and now they're just buying themselves into economic depression. It's a decent buy. They have 2 UMPs, 1 M4, 1 AK-47 that was saved from Mercy, and Smoker on the Deagle. And oh, all right, Hiroshima towards Banana, and they just get obliterated extremely quickly. And Hunter, Smoker gonna peek him. Hunter just about to avoid him. ExE does find the 1 kill. Hunter sprays down Smoker, the man advantage being neutralized, but the HP still in the favor of EXE. Okay, Maddie playing on the edge of the smoke. Unnecessary peek there. See, these are the things that, need to be worked upon. There was an unnecessary peek. There was no reason to go for that peek because there's no trade potential coming in. You're already a man down, and pushing the smoke like when you know that there might be 2 or more players just staring you down is ill-advised. And now it's going to come down to Mercy in a 1v3 with an AK-47, and he's just not even going to make it even catch sight because Ace has turned on his walls, and he's just going to spray him down through the smoke. And with that, Eternal move up to 14 rounds. Red Machine Beast, I encourage you to come to my stream so that I can give you a true dose of my quote-unquote professionalism there. Thank you very much. Anyway, moving on. 14-5. Eternal, again, looking firmly in the driver's seat. EXE, like I said, they've just bought themselves into this proverbial economic depression that comes from forcing it up round after round. And FoxF will get the kill onto A-Star, but at a lot of cost to his HP. But it looks like, yeah, after the man advantage, EXE have taken their foot off the pedal and have decided to play a bit more passively. Is the right call. And there we go. Hunter does pick up the first kill. There is another player on the edge of the smoke. Smoker. He's playing it rather smartly. But ExE picks up Mercy, who'd pushed up Banana. It does take a ton of damage, but the man advantage still squarely with him. Skywalker with the trade. And now, I think Eternal are in a bit of a sticky situation because Smoker can actually do a lot of damage from this position. And as I say that, he's going to take Ribby's head clean off. And Smoker rattles a shot off towards his own teammate. But the A-bomb side has been relinquished. It is going to be a retake situation. But Hunter's burning in his own Molotov. And Kobe. Now Ace in a 1v3. EXE have rifles. They have armor. There we go. Ace does pick up 1 kill, but 19 HP, and Skywalker, immediate trade coming in. Good CS finally coming out from EXE. Playing the numbers game, playing the buddy system properly. But Eternal have enough stored away in the kitty to go with another, well, decent buy. ExE and Ribby and Hunter will be able to full buy. A-Star will have to settle with the armor and the P250. And Ace, nothing but armor, AK, and the smoke. Alright, fast play out towards mid, but the flash is mistimed, and FoxF spraying and praying blindly through the smoke, lands 2 quick kills. And ExE completely blinded. Maddie is missing, gonna miss the shot. That's ill-advised, but he's gonna land the follow-up. But Ace is gonna jump his way into Maddie Wow's face and take him down. Skywalker poised primely to get the kill, and Ace gonna peek out and go down. He's the last remaining survivor. And with that, EXE move on to 7 rounds, and Eternal might finally have to eco. Yeah, they'll have to eco. They're going to be on the 3rd round loss bonus. That's $2,400. So that's enough money for them to go in with a full proper buy in the next round. Not really sure why A-Star invests in that P250 because $2,400. He's going to be on $4,100 in the next round. So that means he's going to have armor, helmet, AK-47, and either 1 smoke or 2 flashes. Same with Ace. He unnecessarily buying down money. Just I don't get these teams anymore. What is with these buys? I know you have time, I know you have rounds, but why these build bad habits? And see, if anyone of you watched the Asus ROG or the Zawi Extremes Land finals, Ace seems to have timed out. He's admiring his Crimson Web field tested M9 bayonet. But see, these build bad habits. If you're going to be forcing against lesser opponents, they build habits. They build trends. And that's what happened. They force-bought their way into oblivion on Train against Boot Dreamscape in the Zawi Extremes Land finals. And it cost them the map. They were leading. All they had to do was go on 2 ecos, then go out with a full proper buy. But on the CT side, they kept forcing it up. And Boot just had a field day from that point onwards. It was the first map. Had they won that, they would have qualified for the... They would have qualified out of their groups. And there we go. Whoa, okay. Quick exchanges, left, right, and center. In the blink of an eye, everybody's dead. FoxF, the last remaining survivor, and he's not going to be able to do much. And again, on a force buy. I mean, not the force buy. This is the final buy that came out, and they just got overwhelmed. EXE not using their utility properly, and they pay the price. It's a 1v2. Maddie Wow switching to the AK-47 to go on the retake. Ribby in the pit, ideally poised to stop out any play. Timing not going to suit him, though. And Hunter playing Boiler. It is planted for him. It is I don't think Maddie will be expecting this. No, he won't. And Ribby and Hunter, perfect double peek. Maddie caught between a rock and a hard place, and he will be put down. All right. Eternal moving on to match and map point. EXE languishing with just 8 rounds. And right about now, they need a miracle. And that miracle is not gonna come if you're gonna push up mid like that and just give up your lives. Ill-advised aggression. And there we go. ExE and A-Star and Hunter just gonna clean out the rest of the team. That's gonna leave Smoker and his beautiful stat track M4A4 Howl. Feel bad for the Howl, man. Beautiful gun. But he's going to be left alone. Someone please tell him it's the final round and he can't really save. But I think he's going to try and isolate as many 1v1s as possible. But the thing is, I'm not entirely certain Eternal will give him that. ExE in the meantime, very cavalier, very brave. And he's going to die. Red Machine, you've spelt brothers wrong. Please go back to school. Stop trolling YouTube. And with that, Eternal clinch out a fairly straightforward game at the end, 16-8, and Eternal goes marching on. They're back, ladies and gentlemen, the best team in the country, and they are here to announce their return. All right, that's it for today's game. I hope you guys had fun. Please do drop a like and drop a subscribe over to ESL India. They're doing a phenomenal job of promoting esports in the country, and I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, with more fantastic and riveting Counter-Strike action. This is Fet signing off. Have a great evening, folks.